There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. Don't tell your friend what your enemy shouldn't know. As long as the word remains unspoken, you are its master. Once you utter it, you are its slave. While we are postponing, life speeds by. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. We take greater pains to persuade others that we are happy than in endeavoring to think so ourselves. There were many ways down Mount Fuji, according to my guidebook, but only one way up. Life lesson in that, I thought. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. Every struggle is a victory. Accept our own thoughts. There is nothing absolutely in our power. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you feel that you too can become great. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. Life is a book. To give out someone else's secret is a betrayal. To give out yours is stupidity. Why should you feel anger at the world as if the world would notice? Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Eventually, all things fall into place. Until then, laugh at the confusion, live for the moments, and know everything happens for a reason. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Jock had many things to learn besides the lessons he got from me, the lessons of experience which nobody could teach him. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. You must be the change you want to see in the world. Only two things we'll regret on deathbed: that we are a little loved and little traveled. Let this be my final lesson. Everyone and everything has a time to die. Life is what we make it. It always has been and always will be. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. The problems are solved not by giving new information, but by arranging what we have known for long. Trust people, he would tell me, until they give you a reason not to, and then never turn your back. Perhaps our brightest hope for the future lies in the lessons of the past. The people who have come to this country have made America, in the words of one perceptive writer, a heterogeneous race, but a homogeneous nation. Only time can heal what reason cannot. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. Care about what other people think, and you will always be their prisoner. The longer we dwell on our misfortunes, the greater is their power to harm us. We live only now. Everything else is either past or is unknown. Try to learn to let what is unfair teach you. Those who aim at great deeds must also suffer greatly. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. According to science, you start off as coal and you end up as coal. Maybe that was the real-life lesson. Life is a dream for the wise, a game for the fool, a comedy for the rich, a tragedy for the poor. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. To succeed in life, you need two things: ignorance and confidence. Happiness is nothing more than good health and a bad memory. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. We should try to be the parents of our future rather than the offspring of our past. You see, I read all books on hunting published in English, French, and Russian. I have but one passion in my life, Mr. Rainsford, and it is the hunt. In 9 cases out of 10, a woman had better show more affection than she feels. Embrace your journey and look for the lessons. Believe in divine timing and know that what's for you will not pass you. He who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. The longer a woman has been without a relationship and sex, the more she tends to isolate herself, reducing her desire to engage in new relationships. The most harmful thing is wanting to avoid mistakes. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. You are lonely, not because no one needs you, but because you care about who is next to you.